Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. Let me see if I can mute this. There we go. What I wanted to show you is I was playing around with KIWISDR, and I picked the station closest to me, which is in the middle of Florida, and I'm on the west coast of Florida. Both of us are kind of, as far as north-south, we're about the same. And here I'm receiving this station 1120, which I believe is, if I go over here, hopefully I don't crash anything, I believe it's this station right here, over in Saudi. And I was listening to it on this SDR, which has, no, it just burped there. I'm running so much software, I don't know if it's going to be able to keep up. But you can see visually it's a pretty strong signal, and I'll unmute it. Pretty good. So if I mute this one, and I go back to my radio, and this is my SDR, and I unmute it, turn up the volume, not so good. Not so good. Now let me mute this again. So I'm using my SDR Play 1 connected to my G5 RV antenna, and it's going through a FM band filter. Keep the local FM stations. Or maybe it's not FM. I take that back. It's medium wave filter. So it's going through a medium wave filter, and you can hear that signal. It's there, but it's considerably lower than. Let me go back to it. Then this station here, which I said before is in Orange Blossom, Florida. You can look that up. It's kind of in the very center part of the state of Florida. And he's using, I assume, a Kiwi SDR, and he's using a Gap Titan ground-mounted antenna versus my G5 RV, which is a dipole antenna. Now, I have noticed in the past that my 31-foot vertical antenna does a better job than my horizontal dipole antenna. Now, the dipole antenna is probably 30, 35, 40 years old. So it's been up there a long time, and no telling what condition the coax is in. So it could be suffering from that. It's also going through a switch that allows me to connect two radios to it. So the switch could be causing some attenuation. Whatever. But this is what I was talking about before in the previous video for checking out your setup, how well it's working. And I'll go back and forth one more time and show you the difference between my SDR, I'm using an SDR, and this SDR on the network that is, it's probably about 100 miles from me, east of me, almost due east of me. So let me turn the audio back on this guy. It's a little delay. Pretty good. And I don't have the volume that high.
فإذا واتته الشيخوخة تطلع إلى المرحلة التي قطعها من عمره فإذا هي تلوح كأن ريحا اكتسحتها اكتساحا إن مصيبتنا يا.
And you can see on the waterfall, it's a pretty strong signal. If I go to my SDR Play and I turn the audio back on, it's struggling. Now, the thing is, let me turn this down. The thing is, there's 1,000 options and features and whatever with this. Well, this actually is on USB. Let me see if it does any better on AM. I didn't notice that before. Turn the audio back on. A little stronger. Kind of fading in and out. Let me change the bandwidth, see if that'll help. There's so many things you can change. Let's go to 2. I don't hear anything now. Why did I do that? I don't know. Well, that screwed up things royally. I'm still on 11.820, but now the audio is gone kaput. Now it could be now, and that could be part of the problem, is I've got so many things running at the same time. Let me just shut down Chrome. We shut that down. That gives the SDR console more headroom, and it's not using much now that I've changed the bandwidth. Let's restart it. I don't know why the audio disappeared. Okay, I'm going to shut that down, give it a few seconds, and then I'll open it back up. Where'd it go? Right here. And see how it does. And I still don't have any audio coming from it. I don't understand that. The audio is turned on. Yeah, I've lost the audio from this program. Don't know why. Total mystery. Let me, but you can see the signal's there, and it looks a little better. Let me try something else. Let's try Uno. And we'll tune it to, let's start it. And it has some audio. Let's go to 11. What did I say it was? 820? 820. Okay, there it is. Let me turn the audio up. See what mode I'm in. Upper sideband. Let's go to AM. Much better. I would say, let me kill this. I would say this software that's controlling my SDR play, and this software is written for the SDR play, is working as good as that station I had on KIWISDR. So that's a good test, because it told me that something, I don't know what, something was amiss when I was running SDR console. Interesting. Well, I thought I'd show you that, and this is what you can use those radios on the internet, on the KIWISDR for, to see if your radio has a problem or your antenna. See, now I don't think my antenna has a problem. It seems to be receiving just as good as that radio that's 100 miles east of me. Pretty interesting. I feel a lot better now. I was beginning to wonder, because I was having problems in the past week. I wasn't getting anything off of shortwave, and I was like, is the antenna broken? And when my neighbor handyman was up on the roof today helping me with my antennas, I told him to take a quick look at this antenna to see if the wires were broken or anything, and he said no, it looks okay. Anyway, that's a great option you can use those receivers on the internet for. If you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up and have a great day. Bye-bye. Was I recording? I don't know.